Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And we are working on this V-neck sweater vest. And this is the back panel. And I have 18 by 22. But I need to put a border around this. And I need to... we're going to put a border around this real quick before we go any further. So we're just going to chain one and turn here. And then, so we're just going to put one single crochet in each stitch across here. Okay, so like, see what I'm doing. So I'm single crocheting across here, and I will meet you at the end of this row to show you what to do at the corner. Alright. Okay, so we're here at this last stitch right here, and we're just going to single crochet and chain two and single crochet in there. And now we're going to go down the side. So that was a single crochet row, and then we need to put two around the double crochet row, and then one on the single crochet row, and then two, and then one. So we're just doing two and one, and you're going to go all the way down the side like that. I think that will be fine. That doesn't look like too much, or that looks good. So we're just going to go, so two and then one, and then two and then one. That looks good. Alright, so we're just going to do that along the side. I'm trying to get it to be 19.5 inches wide, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. But at the same time, I don't want to add, I wanted a little border around the front, the top and the bottom, just a little, but I don't want to add any more to that, and you'll see why as we go further on this. So I'm going to go all the way around this, and I will be back to show you what to do next. Okay, so we're back. I'm trying to get you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Alright. I'm all the way around, and I need to finish off this corner. And I already have one single crochet in here, so I'm going to put another single crochet in here, and then I'm going to put my corner in, which is a half double crochet. I'm going to chain one, and we're going to turn everything around so that the back is facing you. And in this corner, we're just going to put a half double crochet only. Okay, and then we need a half double crochet in every stitch down. And in the corners, well, I will meet you at the end of this, at the side here. I'll meet you at the end of the side and show you what to do next. Okay, so we're at the end here, and we're right here at this corner. And what I'm going to do is put a half double crochet, and I'm going to chain 2, and now I'm going to put a single crochet in there. And now I'm going to continue with single crochets down this side. Okay, we're going to do single crochets down this side, and then you're going to do this corner. This corner is going to be a single crochet, chain 2, half double crochet. Do half double crochets down that side. And then, I will meet you where we began. Okay, so I'm all the way around. Now I've switched this around. I want to measure this. Trying to put this out so I can measure this. I'm hoping that let's see what we've got here. Well, there's 21. Is that? Yeah, we got about 21 inches there, and I guess I must have had 20 inches, and I told you it was 22, and I apologize for that. And it looks like that we are going to have almost 19 inches here. So we are going to we could do another round yet of singles, because I need like 19 and a half this way and about 22, but 21 and a half will work too for what we're doing here. So I think if we do another round of singles all the way around, and so we're going to chain 1 and have the front facing us again, because the last round we had the back facing us, right? So let's put a single crochet in here in this corner, and then in the back loop only. Oh no, not there. Never mind. We're just doing single crochets across there. Of course, that would be alright. Alright, so I'm going to single crochet down to the corner, and we'll be back at the corner. Okay, so we're at the corner here, and we're going to put a single crochet in here, chain 2, and put another single crochet in there. And now we are going to put in the back loop only. We're just going to single crochet down the side. And when you get to the corner, make sure you're putting 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet in the corners. And on the sides, down the long sides, we are doing back loop only. But on the top and the bottom, we're just doing regular single crochets across there. So I'm going to finish my round, and I will see you at the end of this round. Okay, so we're going to do one of the side panels, because I'm going to have to put you through both side panels. So anyway, we had changed 20 7, and then I chain 3 and then the 4th chain from the hook. So you'd be chaining 3. You'll be chaining 30 altogether. And then in the 4th chain from the hook, I put a double crochet, and I double crocheted all the way across. And then, so that's how we started this pattern out. Then, we're going to chain 1, and then in the 2nd row, you're going to single crochet all the way across. So those 2 are easiest rows. So, pause the video here until you get to this point of what this looks like right here. Okay? So, moving on. We're going to chain 3 and turn, which we've already done. Alright, we're going to chain 3 here, and then this chain 3 is a double crochet. We're going to skip this one and go into the 2nd one, and we're going to put a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Alright, we are going to skip this one, and we're going to go down here and do a front post double crochet on that one. And then we're going to go around this front post double crochet and make another front post double crochet. And actually, I'm going to put it down here. So there we go. Do this. Alright, and then we're going to go back to the one we skipped, which is right here, and do a front post double crochet. And just like we did the other pattern, if I did this right the first time, you may want to check the other video, but it's the exact same thing. So we're skipping these 3, and we're going in the 4th one, and we need 5 double crochets in the next 5 stitches. So no, 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches, not 5 in each. Oh goodness gracious. So you'll end up with 5 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to skip this one and go to this one. And we're going to front post double crochet there. And then we're going to come down at the base here and front post double crochet around this base of this. There we go. And now we're going to go back to the stitch that we skipped over here and front post double crochet there. Skip 3 and then 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so we're going to skip this one and go to this one. And then at the base of this one, put a double crochet. And then come back to the one we skipped and put a front post double crochet there. And we're going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I think we have 6 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So this next stitch, I'm just going to double crochet 2 of them together. And then, because we want 5. So, actually, in this pattern, if you chain 29 and then go to the 4th chain from the hook, then you will have enough. But, anyway. So, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And on the wrong side, this is what the wrong side looks like, you will just single crochet across. So, that is the easy side, which is the even sides, because this is row 4. Alright, and in the top of this chain 3, make sure you put a single crochet in there. Now we're going to chain 3 and turn for row 5. Alright, and this is how we work our patterns from now on at this point. We're going to skip this one, go into this one, and there's 2, this is 3, because that chain 3 counts as a double crochet. 4 and 5. Now there is a middle stitch. You have these front post double crochets. You want to go in the middle stitch, which is right here, and front post double crochet there. And then the stitch next to it, front post double crochet there. And then there's a stitch that we skipped right over here. You're going to go back and front post double crochet around there. And then we're going to skip 3 and do 5 double crochets. Well, 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches, actually. And then we're going to do this again. So there are 3 front post double crochets here. You can see 1, 2, and 3. In the middle one, we start in the middle one and front post double crochet around it. And then the one over here, we front post double crochet. And then down here, come back to the first one that we skipped and front post double crochet around it, skipping 3 stitches and putting a double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Need to get some more yarn. Alright. There's 4 and 5. And now we're going to front post double crochet around the middle one of those 3, and then go to the next one beside it, front post double crochet around there, and then the one that we skipped over here, we front post double crochet around there. And then make sure you skip 3, and we're going to double crochet in the last 5. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there you go. So what you're going to do now is you're going to repeat rows 4 and 5 until we get to row 40. So we're going to do 40 rows of this, and then we'll be back for me to show you what to do next. Okay, I just think that we made a mistake in row 5. Let's do row 5 again. It's chain 3, and then there's 2 double crochets after that. Then we start doing our, do the middle front post, the next front post, and the one that we skipped over here, front post. And when we start this row, you're always going to have 3 right here, not 5. And I think that before I told you 5, and that's not right. It's 3 right here. And then we're doing 5 in between. And then we start doing our cable again. So it's the middle, the next, and then the one that we skipped. Skip 3, and then put 5 in. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's easy. Yeah, there's 5. Okay, now we're going to do another cable. You should have, I didn't know if I told you before, but you should have 3 cables on here. Skip 3, and then the last 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to repeat rows 4 and 5 until we get to row 40. We're going to do 40 rows of this. So I hope that clears it up. I realized whenever I was working on this, I had 5 here, and we're always going to start with 3 on those odd rows. And then your even rows, you're just single crocheting across when the back is facing you. And there you go. Alright, we've got 3 cables, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Alright, so we'll see you when we get to row 40. Okay, so I wanted to explain to you that it wasn't exactly 40 rows. You see these slits right here? You count these, and there's 20 of them. You just count 20 of them up, and then you end there. Okay, so I've got 20 done. And I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And then we're going to single crochet across here. So this side is our chain 5s, and this is going to be our shoulder side. So I'm going to go across here and single crochet in these stitches. And this side we're going to angle this way. So we're going to start decreasing stitches over on this side. which this is the side with the three double crochets. So when we get here, and then all I'm going to do is we're not going to put anything in this chain 3 right here. We're going to leave that go, and that's like a decrease. So now we're going to chain 3, and we're just going to decrease a stitch as we go. So now we had 3 stitches here, now we're going to have 2, counting your chain 3. So there's going to be only 2 stitches here instead of 3. You see how it's going to go anyway. Now you're going to do your normal thing across, like doing our cable like we've been doing. Skipping 3 there, and then the rest of the row is just like we've been doing. Making sure you could see what I'm doing. Whoops. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Okay. Now we got to do our cable. Skipping 3 and doing your 5 double crochets. And then we're going to do our cable. And then we're skipping 3 and doing the last 5 double crochets. Okay, chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to single crochet across here. And then keep going, doing our singles. Alright, and again, I'm not going to go on this chain 3. So we're just decreasing by 1 1, 2, 3. Every time we come across to the single crochet. So it will go up like a V. That's what we're trying to do. So now we only have one here, and we need to do our cable here. And then you go across like normal after that, because we only have the one single crochet, because we're going to work it our way into a V. We're going to do that, work our way, and then come back with a single crochet, and I will be back with a single crochet row. Alright, so I single crocheted across there, and I leave in this chain 3 again with nothing in it. So we're going to do a chain 3. Now this is where it's a little bit kind of tricky here. We are going to pretend that this is done, that this cable is done. So we're going to go into the next 2 stitches, and we're actually going to we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then 5. So we're going to have 8 stitches across here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this cable has ended here. As you can see, this is going in. And now we just do our cables and the rest of the row the way that's supposed to. So we have 8 stitches here, and then we're cable, and then 5, cable, 5. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And then you do your single crochets across, leaving this chain 3. Do not put anything in that chain 3. Okay, and then we'll be back then. Alright, so now we've single crocheted across there, and I left this chain 3. So we're going to chain 3 here. And then we're going to skip that one. And I think we should have 7 now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now you're going to finish off the row like you normally would. You would start with this cable, do 5, do a cable, do 5. And then single crochet across, leaving that chain 3, and we'll be back at that point. Alright, so I'm leaving this chain 3 alone. We're going to chain 3 from here, turn, skipping this stitch and going into here, and now we need 6. So there's 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you start your cable, do 5, cable, and do 5. And then do your single crochets across, leaving this chain 3, and we'll be back after that. Alright, so I left this chain 3, and we're going to chain 3, and we're going to do this one more time. Okay, skipping this one, and we need 5 now, so we need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then you are going to just do your cable, do 5, cable, and 5. And we went from 3 to 2 cables on this shoulder. So, and then we're going to, well, let's just do this. I'll just do this with you. So we're going to do our cable like we normally do. And then I need 5 double crochets here. One, two, three. And then do our cable. And then we need 5 double crochets. And we are done with this decrease. This is the last row of decreasing. We're not going to be decreasing after this row. So that you see that we have a line that goes like a V. When we put these two panels together, it'll be a V. So we started right here with this one. We skip this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you've got 7 going up. Okay. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn and do our single crochets. And make sure you get the top of the chain 3 this time, because we're not decreasing from here on out. So we're going to chain 3, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to do our normal 5 cable, 5 cable, 5, and I believe that was 27. We want to get to 32 of these. So you're going to keep going until you get to 32 of these, and making sure that you have 32. Like we counted these slips. These are 27. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this is 27. So we're going to keep going and keep on the even keel until we get to 32. And that is what? 3 is 30. 3 more rows is 30. We need 6 more rows. Pretty much. Or 12. Because your single crochet rows. So it'll be like 12 more rows. So I'm going to finish mine off camera. And we will be back whenever this is completely finished to show you what it looks like. And then we'll start the other panel, because the other panel will be a little bit different than this one. So I will see you then. Okay, so this is what the first panel looks like after it's done. And I told you 6 more rows. It was 5 more rows. So just so you have 32 of these, and then you have that row of single crochets above. So that's it on that panel. And that's what this panel looks like right here. See if I can get this most of the way in. There we go. See, there's that. Alright, so now we are going to make another panel. But we have to make sure that this panel, this V is going to be opposite, so it's got to come this way. So that's why the pattern is a little bit different. Oh, and by the way, this is my pattern that's coming out of my head too. So this is not a pattern that you guys can find. As you guys well know, I design all of my so we are going to chain 29. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Now, we are going to find the 4th chain from the hook and make a double crochet. Alright, so now we're double crocheting in every chain across. Okay, and now we're going to chain 1 and turn, and then you're going to single crochet in every stitch across. So these 2 rows are the base rows, and I don't really count these 2 rows. And then make sure you single crochet in the top of this chain 3 right here. Alright, now we're going to chain 3 and turn. And here's where it gets different, because before when we did this panel we did 3 first. So we had the 3 first. In this panel it'll be last. So we're going to skip this one, and we need 4 more double crochet so that we have a total of 5. Okay, and then we're going to skip this one and go over here and put a front post double crochet here, and then we're going to go into this stitch right here and do another front post double crochet, and then now we're going to go over here, this one that we skipped, we're going to do a front post double crochet, and then you have 3 stitches that you want to skip back here. Make sure 1, 2, 3, and then we have to do 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to skip the first one and go over to the next one and do our front post double crochet, and then go right into that stitch that we just did. Go around the base of that stitch and do a front post double crochet here. And now the one that we skipped, go back and get that one. Skipping 3, we need 5 again. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do this front post double crocheting again right here and around the base of the one that we just did, and then the skipped one right before that other one. Skipping 3, and you should have 2 left. So we should only have 2 left. So now we're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to just single crochet across. Making sure that you get the top of that chain 3. Chain 3, and you see you have one of these right here. You want to keep going until you have 20 of these coming up. So let's see, skip that one. We need to put 4 more double crochet here. There's 5 there. And now find the middle one right here and front post double crochet in the middle one and in the next one, and then go back and get the one that we left behind. And then continue as you normally would. You're just leaving off with 2 at the end. 2 doubles. So there's 4, and here's 5. Make the, go to the middle one. You just really gotta get your needle in there to find that middle one and pull up out of there. Okay? And then get the side one here. And then you want to go back and get the one that we left behind. Wherever it is. It's right here, I believe. Here it is. Come on, where are you at? There it is. Alright. Skipping 3 back here. Make sure you do your 5. And then we're going to find the middle one. The next one. And then the one that we skipped, which is right here. And then you should have 2 left. And you'll chain 1 and turn and do your single crochets. And you're going to continue this until you have 20 of these, just like we did before. So I will be back after we get that done. Okay, so we are going to, we've got our 20. We're going to chain 1 and turn. This is before the single crochets. Okay, the first one we're going to do 2 single crochet. We're going to crochet 2 single crochet together. So we're going to do our decrease right here on the first one. And then we're just going to do our regular single crochets all the way across. And then make sure at the top of this chain 3 we put our single crochet. Alright, so now we're going to chain 3 and turn. And then we need our 5 double crochets here. So counting that chain 3, there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to do our this thing? That's the... Skip the 3, do 5. And then make sure you skip the 3 back there, do our 5 doubles here. Four, 5, and then we have to do the 3rd one here. And then we're down to 1 because remember we did 2 together, so we're down to 1 at the end. So now you're going to chain 1 and turn, and again we're going to, the first 2, we're going to crochet them together. And then do your regular single crochets across. Alright, now we're going to chain 3 and turn. And then we have a regular 5 doubles that we need. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need to do our let's see what this thing is called. Our cable. Alright. Make sure you're skipping 3 in the back. So there's 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wait a minute, I'm going to do that right. We've got these 2 going over here. And now we come back through. Alright, now at the end here, this cable is going to go away. So I think we should have 8. So there's 2. I'm running out of yarn. 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 7 and 8. So that ends that cable. And now we're going to chain 1 and turn, and again we're going to do 2 together, and then we should have 7 then. So 2, well, we will have 7 when we come back. Well, we're just going to go the rest of the way across here to make this easy with our singles. I'm going to add some yarn because I'm out of yarn. So I'm going to tie these 2 together. I'm going to make a magic knot. I'm tying these 2 together. And cut them off. There we go. Alright, so we need to finish our singles across here. Chain 3 and turn. And now we should have 7. Nope, 5. That's at the end. What am I thinking? Okay, so we're starting out like we always do. We need 5 double crochets. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we got to do our cable. So we find that middle one, which is right there. And then we need this one. And then this one. And these cables are twisting and turning all the way up there. Love it. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have to do our other cable. And then 1, we should have 7 here. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 1 and turn. And as you can see, this is going up like we did. Now we need it. We're doing our singles, but the first 2 we're going to single crochet together, and then just do our singles all the rest of the way across. And making sure at the top of these chain 3s you are putting a single crochet on there. So chain 3 and turn, and we need the first 5. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then do our cable. And we're skipping 3, and then we need 5 more doubles. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we need to put our cable in. And then skipping 3 and putting 5 more in. So, no, there should be 6 here now. 3, yeah, there should be 6. This is 5 and 6. Yes. Alright, so now we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to single crochet the first 2 together, and then do our regular single crochets across here. Alright, chain 3 and turn. We start out with our first 5. So 3, 4, and 5. And then we start with our cable. We do our cable next. I'm just going to find that middle one, which is right there. And then skipping 3, putting 5 more doubles in. Do our cable. And now we should have 5 double crochet in the end. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that ends our decreasing. So we won't be decreasing. You will just do your regular. We need to keep going with this until we have 32 of these going up. So I always, like we did last time, we count these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 25 there now. We just got to keep going until we get to 32. And then you'll do your single crochets across after that. And I will be back to show you what to do next. Alright, so what I have done is I pinned my 2 sides together, and I put the front sides together and pinned them together this way. So you had, on one panel, you had 3 stitches before the cable, and on the other you had 2 stitches before the cable. And those are the ones that I pinned together up until the V stitch, the V neck started. So just to show you, with it pinned together, that's what it looks like. Going up, making this V-neck, which we're going to fill in. So it looks like it's kind of low, but it's really not, because we're going to fill that in later. So anyway, I have pinned these together, and now we're going to kind of crochet these together on the opposite side. What did I do with my needle? There it is. We're going to see how this works, because, well, if this doesn't work, then we'll try something else. Anyway, I'm going to try to kind of crochet these together a little bit. Let me see. This is a chain, and that is a double crochet. Oh my goodness. Alright, I lost it. Let's try it again. So I'm just going to try to single crochet, take the pins out as I go. I just pinned it together so it wouldn't come apart. I wanted to see what it looked like. I'm doing this single crochet on the opposite side on the inside. You'll not see it. And hopefully, when we open it up, oh yeah, I think that's going to work out just fine. Okay. You won't know that I had to do this. So I'm just taking stitches, and it's the side stitches we're dealing with. So, you know, just kind of going through the chain and the stitch on the other side, and just single crocheting them together. That's what we're doing. And I'm going to do this all the way down. go. And just to show it, oh my goodness, perfect. There it is. If you could see that. So we've got it all sewed together now as one panel, and we have our V-neck too. So perfect. All right. Now I'm actually going, I want to cut this off because we have to, the scissors, what do I do with them scissors? Here's a pair. Alright, we have to do a border around this just like we did the front, or the back. So this is the back, and we did this little border around it to make it. So now we have to do the same thing with this. Make our border around this. And that'll clean up all the edges. So we're going to do the same borders we did around here. We're going to start, and this is with the front facing you. We'll start right here and just put a single crochet. And I'm going to kind of sew these ends in as I go. So we're just going to put a single crochet across here. This is the bottom of the panel. And we're just going to put one single crochet in each single crochet or each stitch across. I will meet you at the next corner. Okay, so we're at the corner and we have this chain 3 here, and I'm just going to put at the top of that chain single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet, and then we are turning the corner, so we're just going to put one more single crochet in there, and then just like we did the side panel, or the back panel, you're coming up the side here. So we've got chain 3s, and we've got the single crochet rows. So in the chain 3s, you're going to put 2, and in the single crochet row, you're going to put 1. So it'll be 2, 1. And then here's another 2, and then you're going to put 1. And then 2, and then 1. So you're going to do that all the way up until we get to the next corner, and I will meet you up there. Alright, so I'm all the way up to the top here, and we're going to, in this last stitch here, we'll put a single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet in there. And now we're just going to single crochet across here. I'm sewing my ends in. I'm crocheting my ends in as I go. Alright, we need to turn another corner right here. So, single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. And now you're going to go down the side, just like we did the other side, and in the double crochet areas, you're going to put 2 in though. And then you will go to a single crochet and put 1, and then 2, and 1, and just keep going down that way. I will meet you down here where we connected everything. Now I'm down into the V here, down at the bottom of the V. So we're just going to put a couple single crochets in there, and then right over here put a couple in there. So now we're going back up the other side. And again, we are got single crochets, rows. So you're going to put 1 in there, and then you have a double. We've got chain 3s here now we're dealing with on this side. So you're going to put 2 in there, and then in the single crochet rows you put 1. And you just keep going up like that, and then when you get to this corner, make sure that you're doing 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, go across, do the same thing with this corner, and then go on down the side just like we did the other side. We're putting 2 single crochets in the double crochets and 1 single crochet in the single crochet rows. So I will meet you at the end of this round then. Alright, so we are going to chain 1, and we're going to turn so that the back is facing us now. And in this corner right here, we're going to start with a half double crochet. So we're going up the side of this and putting half double crochets up the side in each stitch. Alright, just put 1 half double crochet in each stitch, and I will see you at the top of this row. Alright, so now we're at the corner at the top. We're going to do a half double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet, because what we're going to do is we're just going to single crochet across here. You're going to single crochet across here, and we're going to do the corner with single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and then you're just going to single crochet down and up the V until you get to this corner, and then you're going to do your corner, single crochet, double, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Then over here, you're going to do the same thing, except for you're going to single crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and we're going to half double crochet down the side, and then across the bottom you're going to just do your single crochets of the, so we're going to do that, and I will meet you at the end of this row. Alright, so we are down, okay, I came across here and came down here with the singles crochets. We're here down in the V. So what I want to do is I want to make this V a little bit more prominent. So I want to, we're going to single crochet 2 together here. Actually, let's do this way. Single crochet these 2 together, and then these 2 together, and then these 2 together. So that might be better. And then we're going to single crochet up here, all the way to the top, doing our singles. And then we're going to take and do our single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, do a cross here, and then I'm going to meet you over here. Now we're at this last corner right here, well, at the top corner. We're going to single crochet, chain 2, and put a half double crochet in that corner. And now we're just going to half double crochet all the way down the side, all the way down this side right here, and then when you get to this corner, it's a half double crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and then you're just going to single crochet all the way across, and I will meet you at the end of this round. Alright, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And then in this corner we're just going to put a single crochet, and then we're just going to put a single crochet in every stitch across. We're just going to single crochet all the way around this thing. So in your corners you're putting a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. I am going to meet you where the V is. Where the V is. So we're going to go around, I'm going to go around there, and I'll meet you where the V is, and we'll see you then. Alright, I just went across the bottom, and I forgot about this part. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in this corner. And then when you get to these half double crochets, make sure you're doing back loop only in the single crochets. So we're putting single crochets in the back loops only, going up the sides where we did those half double crochets. And then you're doing regular single crochets across the shoulder and down to the V. I'm going to meet you at the V. Okay, so we are down. We've got 2 stitches down and 2 stitches up, and what we're going to do is we are going to do 2 together there and single crochet 2 together there. And then we're just going to continue up. up to the other side of the V. And then we're back up here to the corner. Is a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and go across the shoulder. To the other corner. And then we have a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in there. Now we're going, this is the last side, because we already came down the front, I believe, across the front. Yeah, we've already came across the front. So in this side here is a side where we have the half double crochets. Make sure that you're single crocheting in the back loop only. Now, you don't have to if you don't want to. I just like this little texture that it gives. So it gives a little bit of a texture right there. And so this is going to conclude our front panel. Our front panel. 2 front panels, and we put it together, and that looks pretty cool. Anyway, so I hope that you're having fun making this sweater with me. I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.